Aw, that's very sweet. That was sweet. Thank you, our lovely studio audience.
We have a fantastic audience today.
Indeed we do. It's myriads and myriads of folks. There's so many people I can't even see them all. Oh my God. You need name tags.
I wish they all had name tags. Maybe some phone numbers too. Maybe I'll get that after the show.
I bet you will.
I bet I will too. I bet I will. Thank you all for joining us on the Cherie and Yolanda show.
Yes.
This is Yolanda.
Yes. And this is Cherie. You can tell by the red hair.
Yes, although I don't always wear red hair.
That's true. That's not yours.
But tonight I am, and you have a great outfit on.
Oh, thank
Beautiful
you.
cape.
I really like this cape. I was trying to be witchy woman tonight.
Witchy woman.
Witchy woman.
My goodness. It's amazing how we kind of like dress very similar even though we don't talk to each other.
I know. Isn't that weird? I think that's really strange.
It is. It's supposed to be the psychic connection.
It is. Yay, here we are.
That is beautiful.
Thank you, Cherie.
Did you get that?
My, I have this lovely friend. Her name is Ani, and she lives in Huntington, and she makes stuff for me. She's fabulous.
That is amazing.
Thank you, Ani.
Yes.
She's very, very sweet. In fact, her and her husband marched in the parade on last Sunday down in Montpelier, Vermonters for Civil Unions. I was very, very proud of them. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I know. There are some wonderful people in this state.
There are.
Yes, absolutely.
Not just here in the studio, but elsewhere in the state, too, we have wonderful people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is great.
This has been a good day. I just got back from UVM, and this is coming out week at UVM. And so we were singing and testifying and talking about coming out and all that kind of good stuff. I had to leave right when Greg Douglas was singing. Oh,
yes, we'll have to get him back on the show again. He's got a lot of gigs coming up here in Burlington, so we should get him back on the show. He's got a new CD coming out, too.
He does? So, yeah, I didn't even ask him. That's right.
He does.
That's right, I remember. Oh, my God. And Catherine Quinn was there.
Oh, yeah.
And we love Catherine Quinn.
She's been on a show like 3 times, 4 times, something like that.
I know. That was a really, really good show.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, if you're out and about in town, go see Catherine Quinn and Greg Douglas. They're absolutely wonderful.
Amazing.
Absolutely wonderful, yeah.
So many talented people in this town.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else was there?
Who?
Aaron Flynn from Salad Days.
Really?
He's so awesome. Another hottie. Oh, my God. So many.
Well, we definitely have to get him on the show then.
Okay.
They should sit right next to me.
I think so.
Well, maybe we can get 2, one for you, one for me. Yes, well, as you mentioned, you know, October is National Coming Out Month.
Yes.
And October is other things, too. Did you know? Did you know? I have it right here. I got it off the internet.
Oh, my God. Tell us to do.
October is National Sarcastic Month. It's also National Applejack Month.
Oh, that makes sense. Because all the apples,
A is for apple, J is for jack, something like that, yeah. It is also National Pickled Pepper Month.
Oh, pick peppers, Peter Piper, pick 'em.
Peppers. Oh, yes. October 17th, which is today, is Gaudy Day. And how could we be dressed more appropriately? Could we be dressed more appropriately? Coming up later in the month, October 28th is Plush Animal Lovers Day. I guess they have their own day. October 29th is Hermit Day.
Hermit Day.
October 30th is National Candy Corn Day.
Oh.
I love candy corn.
What day was that?
October 30th.
Oh, there you go.
National Candy Corn Day. And then the 31st, of course, is Halloween, and that's our next show is on Halloween.
Yeah, we are. We're going to have a show on Halloween. Maybe we should do like a pagan ritual or something. We could call in Dora.
We could call in Dora.
Ooh, that would be exciting. Oh, stay tuned for our Halloween
We don't know what's going to happen, but something. We'll be here Halloween.
We'll be doing something on Halloween.
Well, as I'm sure our viewers know, this month, you and the Plastic Family are in New York City performing every Saturday night at Pyramid.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
That is great. And may I mention something here? I actually got this in the mail because I subscribe. Thank goodness I subscribe. It is Time Out New York. Which camera? This camera here. Time Out New York, which someone told me is no longer available on newsstands in Burlington.
Oh.
Unfortunately. But it's a wonderful magazine. It lists everything going on in the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Of course, I know that. And right here in the gay and lesbian section, under It's Here, It's Queer, can we get a close-up of this fantastic picture of our very own Yolanda? Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God!
And what does that caption say? If
Santa wore drag.
If Santa wore drag. I know, it's so amazing.
I thought that was so. Well, you know who the editor of the gay and lesbian section of Time Out is?
No, who?
The drag queen Linda Simpson. Do you know her?
Yes. Oh my God, Linda?
Linda Simpson.
Oh.
She's so funny.
She's very funny.
Les Simpson is her male name, and so Les is the editor of the gay and lesbian
section. I never even put that together.
Well, I know. I didn't know that either until he gave me his card, and then we were playing at CBGB's, and Linda Simpson was the host, and so anyway, she's been writing these silly little captions about me.
Well, good for you. She's great. She's so funny. She's so funny. Yeah. We do have a phone call.
Hi, Cherie and Yolanda. It's Becky again. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Listen, I wanted to tell you that I saw Todd Hall 2 weeks ago.
No way.
Yes way, Yolanda. I saw that Hannaford. He loves his new job.
Oh, my God. He
loves it. Yeah, he came up visiting his parents.
Oh.
And I hope, and Yolanda, I hope you're feeling so much better from last week.
Thank you. Yeah, I was a little down under.
And I'd also like to know, how did the AIDS walk go, ladies?
Oh, the AIDS walk was really good this year. Actually, unfortunately, I happened to be sick that night. I had a flu. It was really, I was down for about 2 weeks. But Yeah. But anyway, I checked in over at Vermont Cares, and it went really, really well. They raised
that's good.
A lot of money, yeah.
That's good. I was also wondering if you ladies saw the beautiful write-up that someone did on the drag queens closing the ceremonies.
Yes.
And I read it in Cherie Tartt. I was so pleased to see your name and Lady Zeno's name in there. I was very pleased.
Yeah, with the wonderful article in the Free Press did right before the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. Yeah.
I was very, very pleased. And I also wanted to say I just finished a really wonderful book that you might be interested on, Ryan White. And it was very, very good. I cried at the very end.
Wow.
So
he was such an amazing person.
He lived to be the age of 18.
18, is that how old he was?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was just wondering if you ladies got my letter. And
oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Absolutely.
So,
oh, God, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. And Yolanda, I loved both your videos. They were beautiful.
Thank you. You are a sweetheart.
And I was not offended.
Oh, good.
Well, a lot of people would be, but I'm not.
Thank you.
So, and I love the outfits, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
And you ladies have a great night.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that makes me feel good.
Well, you know, as you mentioned the video, and we did air a portion of the video at the close of our last show, but we ran out of time because of our other guests. But we would like to air the complete video.
Yeah.
Should we do that now?
You want to do that now? Let's
do that now.
Okay.
Why don't we air now? This is the complete video of
Right to Surrender.
You think you're on MTV or something with all these fancy videos we're airing these days. But we do have a phone call.
Yay, hello.
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 This is your voice from your past, you know.
Is this Todd?
It is.
Oh my God! Woo!
I can't believe you were playing that song when I called.
Oh. Are you back in Boston, or?
Yeah, I'm still in Boston.
You're calling from Boston?
I'm calling from Boston.
Oh, my goodness.
We just found out that you were here last week or something.
For Columbus Day weekend, I was in the town.
Oh, I'm so sorry we missed you.
Oh, I know. I was. It was a quick run, and finally brought my bed back to Boston, so.
So you can sleep.
If I can sleep, you know.
Good.
How are you ladies doing?
Oh, we're
Doing
fine.
great.
We are just doing really well. We're having a great old time.
So what is, I hear that was a video?
Yeah, it's my new video, To Right to Surrender, and you couldn't see it because you're in Boston, so.
No, I couldn't see it.
So hopefully someone will send you a tape.
Yeah.
I thought they put me on hold and I was listening to Right to Surrender.
Yeah, you were.
That's wonderful.
Well, thanks so much for calling. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much I want to talk to you about. But,
No, I know. I just want to say hi, and I know you got the show to do. And
Oh, well, when are you coming back? Anytime soon, or
probably not for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? I wonder if you'll make it in during when we're going to have a show. If so, let us know so you can come on and read and do some poetry, so catch us up on what you're doing.
Okay.
That'd be great.
I love you.
Love you too. Knock 'em down
Hello
in
to
Boston.
Burlington.
Oh.
Knock 'em down in Boston, okay?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Take care.
Take care, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's He's such a talented poet. Such a talented poet.
That's
We'll have him back on. We'll find a way. Even if we have to take the drag cam and go to Boston ourselves, we'll do that.
a good idea, actually.
Pack up the dragmobile and get on the road.
You know what? We need to do more of that, actually.
Jack Kerouac did it. We can go on the road,
We
too.
can do that. We can film ourselves at the bowling alley in Jamaica Plains.
Sure. We certainly can. Of course, as we all saw, we saw Yolanda in that fabulous video, which now you have two great videos
Thank
now.
you.
And you are getting a lot of attention because I have in my hands right here a copy of Etc. magazine from Atlanta, Georgia. And look who's on the cover. Look who's on the cover. And, of course, this is when you were performing at the Ida Palooza.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they even have a nice full-color picture of you. Interview with our very own Yolanda.
If Santa wore drag. I love
Yes,
that.
I love that outfit. That is so amazing.
Thank you.
And that big hair.
Big hair. I don't have it anymore. I lost it.
Lots of big hair.
I lost it in Northampton, Massachusetts. Some drag queen in Northampton, Massachusetts stole my wig after the show. Send it back.
Not to mention, well, we will mention.
Oh, God.
You're in all the magazines in New York City. HX Magazine, Next Magazine, all the magazines that people pick up for free around town to tell everybody where to go. You're in there. You're in every single one. This is fantastic.
It really has been amazing. I don't know if, I know it's a long trip for anybody to come down to New York, but we are having so much fun at the Pyramid Club. So if anybody wants to come, the 21st and the 28th, Halloween weekend, we'll be doing shows. I've got a very special costume. Actually, I'll wear it on our 31st show.
Oh, good.
I won't spoil it. It's very, very special.
Very special. Well, coming up before Halloween, I'm actually performing on the 27th
Yes.
at Metronome.
Yes.
Called Thriller, a Dream Party production.
It's a Dream Party production.
Yes, it is.
Hosted by Cody Tex, our very own Cody Tex, who answers the phone in the back room. If you have not seen Cody Tex, she is fierce.
Yeah, she is fierce.
She is fierce.
Chia, Moonflower, and Shiva.
Yeah.
Three fabulous DJs, and myself.
Yes, and myself. And Naughty B. From New York City. I don't know Naughty B.
I
guess
don't know
we'll
either.
find him.
I don't know.
We'll find out who Naughty B is.
Costume contest, cash prizes, giveaways, you name it. It's all there, plus fabulous drag queens.
Thank
What
you.
more could you want?
Exactly.
Another phone call, if that's what we could want.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hello.
It's Lindsay.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Howdy. How are you doing?
Not bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I'm not there. I got other plans.
Oh. Ooh. What's her name?
Nothing like that.
What's her
nothing
name?
Like that. No dirty mind.
I don't have a dirty mind.
Oh,
Sex
please.
is healthy. Sex is clean. Sex is joyful.
Of course it is. I can't believe that one person in Northampton stole your wig.
I know. Can you believe that? I mean, I don't know who it was, but I mean, like, it
But
was
you have
gone.
such wonderful taste, that's why.
Well, it was getting kind of smelly and ratty by that point.
That's an excuse to go out and get a new one.
Exactly, which I did get, but I couldn't. It was all poofy, and I couldn't. So I
Yeah.
couldn't like fix it, so it was out of my face. Some other time we'll have it.
We will.
Yeah.
I think you should track him down and beat him up.
Yeah.
Kick him with your heels.
Kick him with my heels. Where's that wig?
Lethal weapons, that's what they are. Well, maybe someday someone will fess up to it.
I hope so. That was my favorite wig. Oh well, c'est la vie. C'est la guerre.
I'll see you girls later.
Okay, have
Okay,
fun,
thanks,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
That was weird.
She's a sweetie.
Yes, I love when people call in when they can't be here and let us know.
I know.
We worry about them.
I know.
They're our family.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Boy, and if ever do we need our family together, now's the time. We'll be talking with Keith Goslant about that in a minute.
Coming up, we're going to be talking to him about politics here in Vermont, and we'll update on the situation. Now, while you were down in New York City, I was performing right here in the Queen City. Yes,
I heard.
I was with the House of LeMay performing at 135 Pearl in a fabulous show called See You Later.
Which everybody
Civil Unions Later.
has been talking about.
So we're going to get to that clip in just a moment. We're going to take this phone call, and then we're going to cut to a clip of See You Later. So let's see who's on the phone.
Oh, hey girls. It's Lady Zeno.
Zeno. I was just mentioning the See You Later show. We're going to air a clip of that after this phone call.
Perfect timing.
Isn't it though?
So, Cherie, thank you so much for doing the show with us.
Oh, I had so much fun.
And Mia, thank you so much.
Oh, God, it was a blast.
Oh, my God, you have to do more with us.
I do all I can, you know.
More.
That's what they all say. They all want more.
Yes.
I don't mind.
You girls look great tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So do you, I'm sure. I know.
Telling me to tell you this. I got a gun to my head saying this. Whoa! You look beautiful.
Well, thanks for calling in, Zeno.
Oh, not a problem, girls.
Is anything special going on tonight?
Well, yeah, just me.
Just
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, me. It's Dollar Dog, Dollar Bud, and Dollar Draft night.
Yeah.
Well, honey, I'm coming there right after the show.
Sweet.
Because I love hot dogs.
Talk to you girls later.
Bye, Gino.
Bye.
Oh, wow. That's great. I love it.
Dollar dog?
Everything's $1.
Not me.
Better get over there.
Not me. I'm not $1. More than that. A little bit more, but not much. So, folks, we're going to air this clip from the appearance that I had in the See You Later review at 135 Pearl.
Yay.
It was fun.
I know.
So much
I
fun.
know.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, this mess up here. Well, welcome to this fabulous evening here in the beautiful Green Mountain State. It is beautiful, and so am I. Go ahead, applaud. I am beautiful. Of course, it's a very important year for us here in Vermont, as you know. Civil unions, there was all that debate we had all this year. Same-sex marriage, same-sex marriage, same-sex marriage. And I kept saying to myself, who the hell would be opposed to that? I definitely want to have as much sex after marriage as I got before. Thank goodness there's finally a law that says you have to get that much. Who would be against that? After all, you know, years ago, I did live with someone for 6 years. And I can testify to the fact that I got less and less sex every year. I left. And that was 12 years ago. So 6 years in a relationship, 12 years in recovery. I think it's about time for me to get going again, don't you think? So, to make my job so much easier. How many people out there are single? Raise your hand. Clap, raise your hand, whatever. Ooh, okay. All right, now how many people are in a relationship but fool around? Aha, you see? It's my lucky night. Someone might be driving Miss Cherie tonight. You don't have to be. You just need a license to drive. I don't drive. Oh. I'm sure I'll find someone who can drive.
Not that Cherie.
But of course, this opens up a whole new can of worms, so to speak. You know, now you don't have to just deal with the straight married people who go out and play. But now you have the people who are civilly unionized. You know, like, look for the union label when you are cruising a hot bag or die. Oh. It could happen, you know. But you know, this year I actually thought I was close. I thought I was close to finally having a serious, committed, permanent relationship. The civil union bill passed. But what happened? What happened? The man of my dreams went and married a real woman. Can you believe that? He went and married Jennifer Aniston. That's how I like to remember her. But I have to resign myself, but I have to go on. I have to go on and face the world and continue with my career, because could I really have gone through life as Cherie Tartt? I don't think so. But maybe this night will be my special night. Maybe this will be an enchantment.
Cherie, honey. Oh, that was so fabulous.
It was great. I had a fun time. And I'd like to thank all those people who came out the 2 weekends that the show ran at 135 Pearl. And I'm looking forward to our next production.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Oh, that was hilarious.
Well, you know, it's just me.
Oh, but you.
Me and my keyboard player, Jason.
Oh, you rule the world, child. You are awesome.
You rule half the world. You rule half the world, and I rule half the world.
Okay, all right. We'll divide it up in half.
We do have a phone call.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
Hi, we just wanted to call and tell you, Yolanda, that we loved your video.
Oh, thank you.
And we had a question. We want to know where it was filmed. Is it in Vermont?
Yes, actually, it's on the Radical Fairy Sanctuary in Grafton, Vermont.
In Grafton.
And, yeah, we have, gosh, how many acres? We have 150 acres, I think, of land down in Grafton that we call a sanctuary for radical fairies.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
the place looks beautiful, and you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And we want to know if you're going to be performing locally.
Gosh, I haven't lined up anything. I got so wrapped up in doing this thing in New York that I totally got out of touch with booking myself for November, so I'm trying to scramble around right now and find something to do for November, and I haven't worked that out yet, but I'll keep you posted.
Well, don't forget us Burlingtonians.
I never could.
We love you.
I love you too. Thank you so very much.
Okay, have a great night.
Oh, man.
Enough about us. We'd like to welcome to our studio again Keith Goslant, who's the liaison from the gay and lesbian community to the governor.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
And today is Bawdy Day. What were you thinking?
Had I known.
I didn't know until I saw it on the internet.
Come a little closer. You know how we are. There we go. Here, we can give you a little tour. There we are.
All right.
Yeah. So, here we are. Here we are, right smack dab in the middle of a hotbed, it seems.
Absolutely.
We are.
This is an election year like I have never seen.
Mm-hmm.
There is a feeling of unrest. There's a feeling of fear. There's anger out there to a degree that we have never seen in Vermont politics before.
Mm-hmm.
People who have lived in other states have seen this kind of thing happen in their states and are really scared that this is the first step in Vermont of really changing our character, changing our political landscape, so that we no longer have the option of just disagreeing on issues, being able to work through them, come up with some kind of resolution, and then just move on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at some of the campaigns that are going on out there, they are very much playing to people's sense of fear.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and if I can't scare you directly, I'm going to make you afraid for your children.
Yes. That is so insidious.
Yeah.
That is so horrible. I mean, like, why do that? All the attacks on outright and, you know, the going to the schools and converting people to homosexuality. I mean, it's just disgusting.
The reason that they do it is that people come back with an emotional response.
Yeah, like me.
It is
Like me.
It's not a rational, it's not a logical process. It's totally an emotional.
Yeah.
So they've got you before you can realize what's really going on. And they can say in 30 seconds what it's going to take us 30 minutes to explain to them why it's wrong. Why that statement that you just heard from whatever group does not really reflect who we are,
Right.
what our communities are all about, or what is really happening. 15 years ago, when we first started doing political work here in Vermont, we saw absolutely the same campaign.
Really?
It was during the Equal Rights Amendment, which actually got voted down because of this campaign.
Wow.
It, in some respects, is the same literature. Cameron, who was a doctoral psychologist, put out this horrendous stuff about who we were as people, how deviant and perverted we were. And it was so bad, and his statistics were so skewed that even the American Psychological Association took his license away.
Oh,
They just barred him.
Good.
So now he's out there doing it as a sociologist.
Oh. Wow.
And it is, if you look at some of the websites that are out there, it is indeed the same literature. It is the same myths. And we're going up against them 15 years later, which actually shows, you know, how much progress we've really made that they have to go back that far to try and activate that deepest sense of fear. And if you do nothing else this year, you absolutely, positively have to go out to vote because regardless of what people say, this is our lives we're talking about.
Oh, God, for sure.
Either we go forward now or it is a major step back. This is a momentum that it would be virtually impossible to regain. If you have not registered to vote, you have until the 28th at noon to register. Please do it and then go and vote. Take somebody with you when you go to vote. Nobody can stay home for this one.
Right.
Because if you stay home, you're saying we give up.
Yeah.
Right.
That we are willing to, relinquish all of the work that we have done, not just for our community, but we've advanced Vermont with the work that we have done.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
And that's evidenced by the people in the heterosexual community that support us. I mean,
Absolutely.
Like I said, my friend Ani and her husband Andy and their son Luke marched in the parade, which I wish I had been here for. But anyway, tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, the rally was
The
phenomenal.
rally,
It
yeah.
was put together by a grassroots group in Montpelier called Vermont for All Vermonters,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
such a great identifier.
Mhm.
We are doing this to include all of us. It is an inclusionary, not an exclusionary process. Prior to the rally itself, the march you're talking about was actually organized by high school students.
Oh, that's great.
They said,
fabulous.
we are your future.
Wow, yes.
And this is not a big deal for us. We heard people talking about gay marriage and civil unions and looked at the opposition and said, we don't get it.
Right.
This is not, a disturbing concept for us. So they organized a march that went through downtown Montpelier, came to the State House. There were between 350 and 400 people who were there.
Wow.
There were incredible cheerleaders. I said it was your high school nightmare. People said it was our high school dreams come true. But there was musicians who performed, and there were speakers.
Wow.
Beth Robinson spoke.
Wow.
And probably the strongest statement that she made about what is going on here is saying that Vermont is the Selma of 63.
Yes.
That exactly the same thing that
I
was
have to agree
going
with
on in the
that.
South
Yes.
is what we're going through here now.
Yes.
I think
That
Vermont is
last-
going to lead the nation. I mean,
Absolutely.
I believe that.
That last vestige of prejudice, that last vestige
Yeah.
of legitimized hate. And, as much as our opposition tries to say, love the sinner, hate the sin, when they say that we're abominations, when they say that we're perverts, when they say that we're deviants, when they give an indication that there's no room for us
Right.
here,
Right.
that is not inclusionary language. And even though they may not be saying specifically they hate us,
Right.
they validate all that other anger that's around them.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we have
I
a phone
think
call.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do.
we do.
We do. Hello? Phone call?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Peekaboo.
Hello.
You know what? Were you watching? I was just talking to a friend, so I don't know the exact night, but it was either last night, possibly the night before. Did you see Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
No.
You didn't. Well, anyway, she was going on to say that one of the guys was on the show, and he was using one of his lifelines to call his partner out in California. And so he asked the question, his partner didn't know, there was a couple seconds left, and so he says, well, obviously you don't know the answer, but I love you anyway! And so, of course, he had said to Regis, he said, obviously Regis, he didn't know the answer, but I love him anyway, and Regis goes, oh, it's great that you love him, and everybody started clapping. Wasn't that sweet?
That's very sweet.
So, I was actually on a couple of other stations here, and of course there's, Bush and Al Gore.
Debating
Never
tonight.
ending.
Yeah.
So how are you girls? I just tuned in. What's going on?
Oh, we are having a great discussion with Keith, and, just talking about the political climate right now, and just encouraging everyone to vote.
Oh, yes. It's pretty tense.
We certainly hope you're registered.
Oh, you better believe that.
Good.
Calling for the absentee ballots tomorrow.
Good.
Well, have a good night.
Thank you so much for
Going to
calling.
bed.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
That was so great.
I know.
Absentee ballots.
Definitely, yeah.
Anybody can request an absentee ballot. If you think that November 7th is a day that it may be difficult for you to get to the polls, or you want to go out and help a candidate, you can go to your town clerk. You can vote in advance. So that, absolutely. It used to be that you had to come up, with this reason of, I'm going to be out of the state, I'm going to be hospitalized, whatever. No. I mean, the statutes have changed, so anyone can go in. You can do an absentee ballot at any point now until before the election.
Wow.
And if you are not involved in people's campaigns, please get out there and help them.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
yeah,
candidates who have stood up for us for years who are now being targeted, and they need our support.
Absolutely.
The other thing is this coming Saturday, the 21st, at Vermont Technical College from 9 to 5, is the Coalition's annual conference and town meeting.
Oh, yes, yes.
If you have not registered to vote before, we will be registering people to vote at the conference.
Yes.
And the conference is going to be talking about politics in Vermont, about civil unions. You know, there's going to be multi-generational panels talking about what our lives have been like. And I think that's such an incredibly powerful thing. You know, you watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and there we are. I think one of the strongest things that we've done here in Vermont to dispel all of these myths and fears is we've stood up in our own lives and demanded to be seen. You know, we have opened our lives up so people can see that, you know, there are some of us that are intently involved in politics and are activists, but most of our community just wants to go to work.
Exactly.
They want to come home.
Right.
They want to fall in love with somebody, and they just want to live their lives. I heard that.
Our audience is beeping.
Oh, no.
Are you done? Are you done? Oh, yum. Yum, yum.
That, you know, when people really get the chance to look at us, they find out that the things that we really want are really not all that different.
Right.
Yeah.
That, you know,
Well, just
I mean,
like
even
people,
all of,
just like the people who watch our show, too. I mean, my goodness, when Yolanda and I go around Burlington and around, you know, Chittenden County, and so many people stop us that people I never would have guessed watch our show. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, it's not just the homosexual, you know, community that watches. It's a show for everyone. And families watch the show. My goodness, I know mothers and fathers who watch it with their children. It's like
for fashion tips.
Obviously, yes. I didn't know I'd take.
But I think the one thing that we do know is that as a minority community is that how fragile that acceptance can be. That looking at this political year and how people have been targeted, how we as a community have been targeted, how our institutions and organizations have been targeted.
Oh, yeah.
That and some of the statements that have been made, just how fragile a balance that can be. One of the statements in the press that was very telling was someone saying that they had supported us up until the point that we got so arrogant that we demanded marriage. That as long as, you know, what we were getting for rights, that our acceptance was on a scale or at a progression that they didn't feel uncomfortable with.
Right.
And as long as there was still something left to maintain a difference, that it was okay. But when we really worked towards full equality, that was too much.
That's too much, yes.
And that's a very typical thing in minority politics.
Sexual agenda.
Now, I'm sorry. As I said to people here tonight, I've been active in this community for years and years. If there's an agenda out there, I want to see it because I haven't been able to get us to agree on any one thing.
I know.
Much less write it down.
We're the most diverse community I've ever been, you know, associated with. But we have a phone call. I want to see what's going on. Hello.
Hi, Yolanda.
Hey.
It's Christine.
Oh, my God. Thanks for calling.
How are you?
I'm so well, thanks.
I found my way to St. John's Ferry and back.
Oh, my goodness. It was your first time to St. John'sbury, I think, right?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, yeah. Okay. I knew you were having worries about getting me.
Yeah, you look fabulous.
Well, thank you.
Well, I just happened to catch your show because I just got home. I'm trying to unwind and...
Oh, I hear you. I'm so glad you tuned in, and like, this is a very exciting, you know, you're a wonderful example of, if you don't mind, I won't, you know, go on and on, identify you or whatever, but you're a wonderful example of a Christian person who loves, you know, who's very tolerant, and you identify as a Christian, I know, and you identify, you know, with moral values and things like that, and we have the greatest conversations, you and I, and we have a really good understanding with each other, and I just want to thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's,
I wish people could just learn from each other, you know, from all aspects.
I know, I mean, it doesn't matter, you know, your belief system, you know, we're all human beings.
Yeah, I was just talking to someone tonight about how all that's really important to judge somebody on is whether they're a nice person or not. That's the bottom line. Are they a good person person or are they not, you know?
Yeah, and the way you treat others, you know, that's
Yeah.
what kind of really bothers me about all this stuff going around about all this hateful talk about us as a people. I mean, it's very scary, you know, but anyway, thank you.
Well, it was great seeing you.
It's good talking to you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Christy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, I know.
You know.
I know, like when you were mentioning, like the catchphrase "protect the children" and all that stuff. And I mean, I take that to heart too. I want to protect my little nieces from these hateful people out there, because myself, as I told you, Yolanda, and I've mentioned before, I taught Sunday school. I was, the head of our church youth group, and I'm a godparent to one of my nieces, and it's like, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to protect them.
Hello.
But believe me, I am not the enemy.
Hello.
The people who are out there preaching hate are the enemy.
Exactly.
And I will do everything in my power to protect my nieces from that.
Thank you.
And one of the real unfortunate things is that it offers up our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, intersex youth as being expendable.
Right.
Because
Right.
these are people who have really not found their voice yet. These are people who are really struggling to find a place.
Exactly.
And with all of this language going on, it makes it absolutely frightening for them. You know, and all of the studies, all of the surveys that have come back is that our youth have a higher rate of suicide and substance abuse, just trying to deal with issues, just trying to find a place where they feel safe as the cameraman hits himself at the time. I think the animation that happens outside of the camera range is almost as interesting as what happens before it. But our opposition is willing to offer up and to sacrifice our youth to say that they're right.
Yeah.
And try to coerce our youth into saying, you don't have to be this, I'll show you a different way, which means absolutely denying who you are.
Who you are, exactly.
Just trying to suppress a core piece of your identity.
Right. Right.
That's not okay.
That's not okay.
No, definitely not.
There's another phone call, I think. Hello?
Before the cameraman hits himself again.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. I have a question about voting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have never voted before, and I'm in my 40s. The reason why I haven't is because I was born in Canada, and but of American parents. So I think I have a dual citizenship, but I'm not sure. Who can I contact to?
You can just. Where do you live?
Winooski.
Call the city clerk.
Okay.
And say, I'm supposed to look at this camera. The cameraman who's hitting himself and waving at us. What you do is call the city clerk. You know, if you're a U.S. citizen, you can just fill out a form. It can either be notarized at the city clerk's office or by a justice of the peace or a notary, and then it goes before the Board of Civil Authority, who puts you onto the checklist. Where you were born in and of itself does not disqualify you from being a voter. If both of your parents were U.S. citizens, my guess is that you're a U.S. citizen as well.
I am.
Please register to vote. Please.
But I don't want to give up my Canadian, if I still have it, you know, because I was born there.
If you truly have dual citizenship, this would not jeopardize dual status.
Okay.
And if you've got questions, talk to the city clerk, or if the city clerk is unable to answer them, call the Secretary of State's office in Montpelier.
Another question?
Absolutely.
Thank you. How can I find out more information on what each person running it stands for and what their ideas are and their
That's a
policies?
good question.
You can either call me at home or 548-552. It's in Plainfield. I will share with you what I know. You probably will get my answer machine. Just leave me a message. I'll call you back. There you are, Cherie. Phone number before it was over. You can call the Freedom to Marry Task Force.
The what?
Freedom to Marry Task Force.
Okay.
Or you could call Vermonters for Civil Unions.
Okay.
And all of us will have information.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Register.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, yay. This is good.
Yes.
This is good. Even if, you know, oh, God, that makes me happy. One person that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know where candidates stand, call and ask them. I mean, I am sure all of us have had those nice little brochures that have been left in our door sometime within the past month. On it, it should say where the person stands on issues.
Yeah.
There should be a phone number to call or a campaign headquarters.
Yeah.
Call them. Ask them where they stand on these issues. Also, really listen carefully to their language. You know, if they're not giving you a direct answer on if they support civil unions, if they oppose them, if they want to repeal it, if they want to reinforce it, listen to what they say. If they start saying, I need to listen to my constituents, they're ducking you, and they are probably somebody who is anti-civil union because those are the taglines that have been put out for them.
Right. Right.
Well, that's so interesting, you know, that whole discussion about civil unions. I've never seen an issue debated more than this one. I mean,
there were over 3,000 people in the state.
I know, and
the fire marshal was about to close down the building.
And there were, and everywhere, all around the state where they had these meetings. I mean, if they did that much for health care or something, we'd have things taken care of.
Hello.
And the percentages were not as far apart as people would like you to believe. It was like 52% against, 48% supporting. That's 4 points. Right. That's not the sort of 80-20% that people have been trying to say. And the single most important factor that helped change people's opinions supporting civil unions is listening to what people were saying, hearing the truths of their lives, and all of a sudden realizing that it affected somebody they knew. And before he hits himself again,
we have a phone call. Hello.
Hi, this is Keith Elston from Outright Vermont.
Hi, Keith. Thank you, Keith, for calling.
The other Keith.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you all so much for talking about the youth here because they seem to be completely ignored by the folks who are making all of these claims about Outright Vermont's work here. And they are being seriously affected by this. We're getting many, many calls from around the state from teachers and principals saying that there is an increase in anti-gay harassment and violence in the schools.
Exactly.
We know that this is happening. It's happening in our own offices. Last Friday, our VISTA volunteer was by herself in the office and got a bunch of phone calls, harassing, threatening phone calls. She had 2 people actually force their way into our offices. And one of them was actually yelling and screaming and calling her name.
Oh, my God.
And this stuff is happening in our offices, and it's because we're trying to provide safe schools for people. And it's outrageous, and it has to stop. We've tried to be respectful of the people who disagree with us, and we really feel that they need to be respectful of us as well.
Agreed.
Thank you so much for getting that word out to people.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that people need to be very aware of is the cameraman making gestures at us. One of the things people need to be very mindful of is that we are down to the last couple of weeks before the election. This is going to be the last chance for our opposition to give their most vehement and emotional campaign. For them, this is make or break. And for us, it is as well. So you are going to hear a lot of things, look for ads in the paper, know that they are going to be nasty stuff. Be ready to support each other. Because, you know, even those of us who have been at this for a long time, every time we read it, it starts putting us back in that place where we were that scared kid again. That we weren't sure who we could trust. Phone call, who we could trust, where we could turn to. All of that's going to come back. And if we are not unified as a community, we are going to sink.
Amen.
People have to vote. People have to support each other. You have to get out and support candidates who have supported us.
Amen. Let's take this phone call quick. Hello? Hello?
They're
phone call? Hello? No?
Gone.
They're gone. Okay. All right.
To answer their question.
I think the cameraman just likes making hand gestures at us. We're merely here for his amusement. If there is no...
Yeah, well, we're almost out there.
We are, yeah.
So, I don't know. Do we have a phone call? Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Bonnie and Jen from Burlington.
Hi,
and
Bonnie. Hi, Jen.
we wanted to let you know that we both entirely support the subject of your forum tonight. And Yolanda, we love you.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
As he's about to hold up the wrap-up sign. You're destroying the illusion. Yeah, well. I cannot tell you this strongly enough. You absolutely, positively have to vote. You have to get everyone you know to vote. It is your life.
Wow. And that's true.
That is true.
That is so true. Wow. I mean, and in the nation, too, you know? Oh, we got another phone call real quick. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Valerie, and
Oh, hey, Valerie.
I want to say this real fast. Hi, girl.
Hey.
A lot of people would not like to admit this, but it's the truth. Prejudice is an equal thing that isn't right, and you will find people of all kinds have a nerve to be prejudiced, and they will not support each other. You know, and a minority is a minority, no matter what. So I just needed to say that and put it out there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Valerie.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, this has been a good show.
Yes, it's been a great show. We're running out of time.
We're wrapping it up.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all in our studio audience
Thank
for
you,
showing
studio
up
audience.
here. We had a great
Thank
audience.
You, phone callers. We love you.
Keep watching. Wrap up the show.
I think the illusion called God.
Wow.
The illusion.
Oh, it is the most popular show.
Hello.
At the Tunbridge Fair.
This is at the Tunbridge Fair.
Watch the Cherie Yolanda show.
The Cherie Yolanda show.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch the Cherie Yolanda show. Make sure you watch the Cherie Yolanda show.
Thank you.
Weekly. Weekly.
On Channel 15.
On Channel 15.
You did good, Fred.
You used to be able to cut that. That's how the movie was made. Bye. Bye.
Bye. See ya.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. Here we go.